What's up guys, V.I.F here. I'm sure y'all are here for the next meme, or maybe even, hopefully you're here for the next V.I.F electronic track, but today I have a school project to do, so y'all are going to learn about modes and harmonic extensions. Yay, trust me, it's fun. But if you don't know what a mode is, you'll want to know a little bit about scales first. A scale is a series of musical notes that has a certain pattern of intervals as it ascends and descends, generally intervals of whole and half steps. And a scale can go as high or low as you want. It's not limited to a certain range, but it is limited to certain notes along the way. And modes are derived from scales. Major scales have 7 notes. And one of those notes is home to your ears. That's what we call the tonic. So a C major scale has C as its tonic. A C major scale has C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now if you were to play those notes starting on D, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, you end up with all the same notes, but a slightly different pattern of whole and half steps as it ascends and descends. And that can give you a surprisingly different feel.
You are watching a piano player improvise in the Ionian mode, also known as the major scale. In a second, you'll see him switch to the Dorian mode, using all the same notes.
How'd you know I was going to do that stuff? We can also change the mode without changing the tonic. We just have to work backwards. The C major scale has 7 notes we can call the tonic, changing to a different mode. But the note C is also included in 7 different major scales. C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat, and B flat. Instead of changing the tonic from C to D, creating D Dorian, we can transform C Ionian, C major, to C Dorian by using the notes of the major scale that C is the 2nd degree of. This is how you work backwards. If you want the Phrygian mode, you have to use the notes from the major scale that C is the 3rd degree of. To get a C Lydian scale, you have to use the notes of the major scale that C is the 4th degree of. This means that all notes can be the tonic of 7 different modes, and all major scales have 7 different modes. To explain intervals a little bit better, as well as show you guys what type of chords can be derived from different modes, I'm going to head up the floors of this building, and I'll show you guys some musical examples. So sit back and enjoy. And if you already know this stuff, get a job. Yes. We start with the bottom floor, the tonic. This is the bottom or central home note of the scale or chord that we're in. Next we have the minor third. The third is generally the 2nd floor of your chord. We could also include the major third instead. Thirds are what determine if the chord is major or minor. Next interval is the 5th. First we have the diminished 5th. Then the perfect 5th. Then the minor 7th. Then the major 7th. Then we start getting into the extensions. First the 9th, and the lowest would be the minor 9th. Then the major 9th. Then the perfect 11th. Then the augmented 11th. Then the minor 13th. And then finally the major 13th. Wow guys, I never knew a major 13th was this high. Hello! These are the intervals that come from the modes of the major scale. Naming them in order from lowest to highest isn't exactly the most functional, and it doesn't give you the best idea of how or when they're used in music. But I hope you enjoyed that demonstration. This is every interval I just mentioned all at once. You would rarely see this type of cluster in commercial music. You generally want one type of each numbered interval. 1/3, 1/5, 1/7, 1/9, 1/11, and 1/13. For example, a major 13th chord has a major third, a perfect fifth, a major 7th, a major 9th, a perfect 11th, and a major 13th. This chord has all the notes of the Ionian mode, or the major scale. You can build 13th chords out of any mode of the major scale. A minor 11th flat 13 chord has a minor third, a perfect fifth, a minor 7th, a major 9th, a perfect 11th, and a minor 13th. There are 5 other 13th chords that you can derive from the modes of a major scale. For example, a minor 13th chord is derived from the Dorian mode. A major 13 sharp 11 chord is derived from the Lydian mode. And they get more and more spicy. Now here are some musical examples of these modes and chords from these modes being used.